Hi booktubers, welcome back to my channel, and this is the very first episode of Top 5 Wednesdays. So Top 5 Wednesdays was created by the lovely and talented and booktastic Ginger Reads Laney. So I will leave a link to her channel as well as the Goodreads group page in the drop down box. Topic this week, which is top 5 non-book items on your bookshelf, doesn't really apply to me because I don't technically have an official bookshelf. I have many books sort of piled up everywhere. So instead of waiting until next week to start, I decided to use a topic from a while ago. Starting on July 15th, I will be officially with the program. The topic that I chose is top 5 characters you want to drown. And while I do not advocate violence towards people, fictional or otherwise, I thought this topic would be kind of a fun way for me to get started. You will notice a trend when you hear what my picks are. So my first pick would be Clary from the Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. Her Infernal Devices series I absolutely loved. All 3 books I thought were fantastic. And I started out liking the Mortal Instrument series, and I haven't read the last 2 books in that series. But the main reason I haven't read the last 2 books is because it sort of declined. Each book sort of progressively got a little worse. And a big part of that is because of Clary, because she became more whiny and more drama queenish as the books progressed. My number 2 pick might come as a surprise to some people because I'm such a huge fan of this author, but I pick Margo from Paper Towns. I have read all of John Green's books. I am a huge fan of his, and while I absolutely loved Paper Towns, the character of Margo, not so much. She was just a very self-involved, selfish character, and in my opinion was not worth the lengths that people went to for her. I hope that the movie version makes her a little bit more sympathetic because I had very little sympathy for her. My number 3 pick is actually from a book that I just finished not too long ago, so maybe I might be picking her because she's still in my head annoying me, but it would be Laney from Fire Inside by Kristen Ashley. I seem to either absolutely love a book by Kristen Ashley, or I think it's utterly garbage. And unfortunately, her book Fire Inside was not good, in my opinion. It was probably the worst book that I've read by her. And the main reason, that book Fire Inside has a lot of problems, which I'm not going to get into right now. But the main number 1 problem is the character of Laney. She's got to be one of the most ridiculously overblown, drama, thriving bitch in romantic fiction that I've read in a very long time. The book could have been cut down by about 250 pages if they got rid of her little hissy fits and her acting like a spoiled little brat. And, it's just, there were so many times when I just wanted to stop reading the book because she was driving me crazy. Next up, the most annoying, ridiculous, whiny, self-centered dingbat ever to grace the pages of a romantic book that I have personally read would be Kira from the Thoughtless series by S.C. Stevens. Anybody who watches my channel, reads my blog, sees my Goodreads reviews, what have you, knows that I am not a fan of angst for angst's sake. The Thoughtless series by S.C. Stevens, while I ended up devouring that book very quickly, it was it's obsessively readable. It was 550 pages of angst. She was so emotionally stunted. She made Anastasia Steele look like a rocket scientist. Seriously, she could not do anything on her own. She had to have somebody do everything with her. It was amazing that she was able to get out of bed without killing herself. And she was just stupid. She made stupid choices. She destroyed the life of her boyfriend and the guy that she was cheating on her boyfriend with. And I wanted to physically assault this girl and just punch her repeatedly in the vagina, my last pick of characters I would like to face punch repeatedly, and this is probably the biggest one, and again, probably not a big surprise to people who watch my channel, would be our favorite little amazing Amy from Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. The character of Amy has absolutely no redeeming qualities whatsoever. She is the most hateful, just insanely unlikable person I have ever come across in all of my years of being a devout bibliophile. I've said this in reviews of Gillian Flynn's books, but she has some serious issues with female characters because all of her female characters are seriously fucked up. And I think it all sort of comes to a gigantic volcanic explosion on the pages of Gone Girl with the character of Amy because she is just so hateful. And as a reader, I was left so incredibly upset with how her character was able to basically get away with everything that she did and go on to live a happily ever after life. And yeah, so out of all the 5 people that I've mentioned in this video, Amazing Amy, definitely the one that I would want to throw in front of a Mack truck and then go out and run over her a couple more times, just to make sure she was down for a while. So yeah, so there's my list, you guys, and I think I enjoyed making that list a little too much. But yeah, so that was my first attempt at a Top 5 Wednesday. I think these videos are going to be a lot of fun to do. Hopefully they'll be fun for you to watch. I will talk with you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week for Top 5 Wednesday. Happy reading, guys.